Hey everybody, and welcome to this very special ASMR yoga session. So the intention of this yoga session is to relieve our stress. Sorry if you hear any noise, my dog is in here and sometimes she makes noise. So anyways guys, okay. So let's start by tilting our head. Okay, so let's start by tilting your head to one side. Okay, just tilt your head to one side very gently. Keep your posture, keep your shoulders, and just kind of lean your head to one side. Okay, and breathe. Make sure to breathe into that side neck. Okay. Okay. And just take one more breath here. Okay. Okay, now let's switch to the other side. Okay. So gently take your head and tilt it to the other side, okay? Keeping your shoulders and your posture correct. Okay, now let's tilt it back. Just bring it back. Now what I want you to do is take it forward and just lean your head forward. Make sure to keep that posture. Keep your shoulders back, okay? And just take your chin down as far as you can to your chest, okay? Feeling that stretch in the back of your neck, okay? And let's make a little roll here, okay? So from here, roll your head to the side. So roll it from forward to one of the sides, just the side here. Breathe in, breathe out. Now let's roll it back forward. Roll your head back to your chin to your chest. Okay. Now roll it to the other side. Roll your head to the other side. Okay. So now you're tilting your head to the other side. And breathing here. Okay. Let's do that one more time because it feels really good. Okay, so roll your head forward again. Just roll it in front of you like this so that you're looking down. Okay. And breathe. And then roll it to the other side again. Roll it to the other side. Now you're tilting your head to the other side. Feeling that sensation in the side of your neck. And then one more time to the other side, so roll it back down. So you're looking down, and then roll it to the other side. So now you're tilting your head to the other side, okay? Breathing. Okay. Now, let's do some cats and cows in this easy pose. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're going to open your chest, breathe in and open your chest. Take your head back, okay? And then once you breathe out, you're going to round it, and then take your head forward. And just feel the sensations that comes with, shoulders. And then breathe out. Rounding, rounding, rounding. Looking down with your head. Okay. So, something else that helps me relieve my stress is, so just straighten out your legs into a straddle position, right? It doesn't really matter how far you or how wide you open your legs. Just do whatever is comfortable for you, okay? So once your legs are straddled, your legs are open, you're going to take your arms, just reach them side to side like this, okay? Maybe take them up, just feel this nice position here, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to reach one arm to one leg. Okay, so in my case, I'm reaching my left arm to my right foot, okay, and putting my right hand, just place it on the ground like this. Hopefully you can hear me when I do this, but, and you're just gonna reach, make sure to keep that posture, okay. Breathe in, and just breathe while you're reaching to that foot with your arm. Feel that nice stretch in the side of your body as well as your neck. Okay. And you have the option to take that arm that was reaching, bind it, put it like this behind you, grab your thigh with it. Take that other arm that was on the ground and just kind of reach it towards your foot, okay? And feel that nice variation of the stretch here. Breathing, okay. Okay, now come back up, okay? And now we're going to do the other side, so take that other arm and reach to the other foot, okay? So reaching, okay, so reaching, okay, reaching to that other foot. Feeling that nice stretch in the other side of your body, okay? As well as in your neck. Okay, now take that arm that you were reaching with, bind it behind you, and rest it on your thigh here. And then take that arm that was on the ground, reach it towards your foot for that variation of a stretch, okay? This is one of my favorite stretches to do. And just breathing here, okay? Okay, now you're going to stay in the straddle, okay? We're going to stay in the straddle. We're just going to do some things while we're in the straddle. So the first thing that we're going to do... Hi, baby. Hi, baby. She came to check on me in this session. Okay, so hey, Peppy Poo Poops. Hey, Pep. Do you guys like her jammies? She's wearing her little jammies. Okay, so now we're going to just turn our body to the right, facing our right leg, and we're going to just kind of lean over, okay? You don't have to hunch, you don't have to, do anything crazy. Just keep the same posture, keeping your shoulders back, but we're just facing torso to our right leg, and we're just going to kind of inch our way with our hands and lean towards that right leg, okay? So we're just leaning towards the right leg and feeling that sensation wherever it may show up. Like for me, it's in my back. You can feel it in my back when I do this. Okay. Now let's do a little diagonal. So just go diagonally. You put your hands just kind of to the left side of your right leg, okay? We're just going to inch our way forward. Okay, feeling that stretch as well. Make sure to keep your posture. I need to keep my posture. Okay, feeling that nice sensation that brings. Okay, now we're going to move on to in front of us. So just take your hands, put them in front of you, and we're just going to lean forward. Leaning forward in the middle, okay? So we're just leaning forward in the middle, okay? And breathing, feeling what that feels like. I can feel it in my hips when I do this. And, because I am pretty flexible, I do like to take my elbows to the ground like this. Okay, so now let's move on to the left side. So let's go diagonal to the left. So we're gonna go diagonal to the left now. So take your palms, inch them to the right side of your left leg, okay? And we're just leaning into that, feeling that stretch. I can honestly feel it in my right hip right here when I do this. And we're just feeling what that feels like. Okay, so now let's face our left leg with our body. So just turning our body to our left leg as much as we can. Not, don't take that literally, but and just leaning into that left leg, keeping our posture, okay? We're just leaning and feeling that nice sensation that comes with leaning into our left leg, okay? Breathing into that, okay? Now, so while we're straddled, let's take our right leg and bend it inside, So your left leg is straight and your right leg is bent, okay? Just kind of bent inward like this. I don't know how else to describe it. But we're gonna lean forward once again in this position, and you're gonna feel it hopefully in your right glute when you do lean forward. Okay, so just leaning forward in this position, and you should feel it in your right glute when you do this, okay? And if you would like to deepen it, you can take your elbows down. See how that feels for me. I can really feel it. Feels really good, actually. Okay, so now let's do the other side. Okay, so take that left, straighten your right leg, okay, back into a straddle, and now just take that left leg, bend it in. Okay, so now your left leg is bent inward, and we're going to reach forward once again and feel that stretch, this time in your left glute, okay? Feels really nice. Sometimes my back will hurt, and I'll do all the stretches for my back and then realize that the reason why my back was hurting was because I just needed to stretch my glute, and it's just something that I miss sometimes, and I'm like, oh, it was my glute all along. Okay, so now let's move on to our next position, okay? Now let's go into a child's pose, okay? I find this position to be very stress relieving. Okay, so like so. Now we're in a child's pose. So now we're just going to take as much time as we need here in this child's pose. Take your stretch your arms out. You can stretch your arms forward, or you can take your arms back like this, depending on your comfort level. You can also, if you want, take your knees together like this, or apart, also depending on your comfort level. Just play around with what variation of this child's pose you would like to take today. Okay, so now last thing to do here is just rest your forehead on the mat. Okay, so just rest your forehead on the mat and breathe in and zone out. Feel free to just zone out in this position. Just zone out into your own little world. You are safe to just be in your own little world right here, right now. Okay. And you do have the option to wiggle your forehead, massage your forehead on the ground, okay? I think I'm gonna take my knees together and my hands back and see what that feels like for now. Putting my forehead on the ground. Seeing where you might have any tension in your body when you breathe into this position. Where might you be storing that tension? And then breathe into it. Breathe into that part of your body that has that tension in it, and relax. Relax that part of your body as much as possible. And just a few more breaths in this position, okay? Amazing, amazing. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to move into a downward dog, okay? So just taking your hands forward and your feet back. Okay. And now we're just going to pedal out your feet and feel that stretch in your calves. Just pedal out your feet. Adjusting as much as you can. Something about, yoga, certain yoga routines that I watch and attend is that I feel like they don't really take their time in downward dog when I really need that time to just break into this position and get comfortable and pedal out my feet, especially get my calves to really sink into this position. So we're just gonna take a generous amount of time in downward dog here, and then pedaling your feet, breathing generously in this position. Okay. Now, let's do a little chaturanga. Okay, so go and do a little chaturanga here. Plank, push up. And then seal stretch into it. And then let's go back into downward dog, okay? So back into downward dog. Taking that breath. I'm sorry if my downward dog looks weird. I tried to do it the proper way. And then we're pedaling out again. Just being very patient with our downward dog. Okay. Alright, so now let's inch our hands, let's walk our hands back to meet our feet, okay? And we're going to do just a forward fold, okay? So we're just forward folding here. And take this time to just adjust as well in this position. It doesn't matter how far you're able to do the fold, just do whatever is comfortable for you. I'm bending my legs a little bit, bending one leg, straightening the other, feeling that nice stretch that comes with doing that. And let's do a little let's do a little rag doll, okay? Let's do a little rag doll. So just taking your arms and holding them like so and hanging your head down. You have an option to not really shake your head out, shake out all that stress. Let's just shake out all that stress, okay? And we're just hanging here for a second. You can sway side to side in this little hanging position. And now let's bend our left leg, straighten our right leg, take our right hand and reach it up to the ceiling. Okay, we're just reaching that right. We're just reaching that right hand to the ceiling. Okay. It's a nice stretch that comes with that. Now bring it back down. Okay, now bend that right leg, straighten that left leg. Take your left hand, reach it to the ceiling. Like that. Okay, feeling that nice stretch, nice twist. Okay. And then bring it back down. And let's just kind of bend our legs, take it into a little squat. Okay, we're just kind of squatting here just to give our legs a little break from all that forward folding. Okay, and you have the option to take this into a little yogi squat. So just taking your feet, oops, that was my knee, sorry. Spreading your feet apart a little bit and taking this into a yogi squat. Okay, taking your elbows on either side of your knees and pushing them apart and opening your chest like so. Okay, maybe wiggling side to side and feeling that nice little tension in your hips. Okay. Now let's take our palms to the floor and take it back into a forward fold. Okay, so just breathe into that. Back into a forward fold. Okay. And we're just hanging here. Hang, sway. Doing all those forward fold things again. Okay, breathing. Now, let's try another thing in this forward fold. Take your hands, clasp them behind you, okay? Taking your shoulder blades close together, okay? And feeling that nice stretch in your shoulders, your arms, okay? And let's hang again. Hang again and relax into this, deepen into this position, okay? And feeling that stretch in the back of your neck when you really melt into this. I'm bending my legs a little bit, so you don't really have to straighten your legs all that much. I'm bending them. And breathing into this complex kind of stretch here. Now let's take this into a halfway lift with your hands clasped behind you. So lift halfway. Okay. And then come back down. Melting back into this shoulder fold. Okay. Okay, now let's come back down into a yogi squat. So come back down, unclasp your hands, take them to the floor, and squat back into a yogi squat. Take your elbows to your knees, open your chest, okay, hands in prayer position. Okay. Okay, now let's move on to our next position, alright? Okay, so we're gonna do a quick lizard pose on each side because I find that all of that forward bending that we've been doing makes me want to stretch my hips in the opposite direction. So let's take our left leg forward. So take that left leg, bring it forward. And we're going to take it to the side of us. Okay, so to the side. Take your hands, put them in front of you like this. So your left leg is in front and it's to the side. And you're going to lunge into this. And you're going to feel that in your right hip flexor, alright? You have the option to lift your right arm like this, okay? And just kind of feeling that stretch in your right hip flexor even further. And you'd also have the option of bending your right knee, okay, taking that left arm and holding that and feeling that really, really kind of intense stretch in your hand and your quadricep, okay? It's kind of an intense stretch in your quad. That was my back. Okay. Alright, now let's switch to the other side. Okay, so just switch your legs. So take that right leg, put it in front of you to the side, alright? Take your hands, put them in front of you in the middle. And then just deepen yourself into this nice lizardy lunge pose, okay? And you have the option to take that left arm, lift it up, and feel an even deeper stretch in that left hip, okay? And now you're going to, if you would like, to bend your left knee, take your right hand, grab that left foot, and feel that really, really deep stretch in your quad, your left quad, okay? Feels really good after a second, so. Alright, now let's do our last position. Okay, so now you're gonna get on your back. Okay, so now we're on our back, okay, and in order to ease any tension in the back of your neck, I mean, because I definitely feel tension in the back of my neck, this position always manages to put me into a state of zen, okay? I pretty much do this in all of my videos, but it's okay. So you're going to lift your hips up, okay? So lifting your hips up into a bridge pose. And you're feeling that stretch in the back of your neck, and if you would like to deepen this stretch, you can clasp your hands behind you, wiggle your shoulder blades closer together, and then feel that stretch even deeper in the back of your neck, okay? And you totally have, it's totally optional, because I understand if this is a little too advanced, but I always like to take this bridge pose into a candlestick. So what I do is I lift my hips up like this, stand them up on my palms, lift my feet up, and I take it into a candlestick. Okay. So, if you find this position accessible, it's really good if you have any tension in the back of your neck, and it helps to, while you're in this position, open your chest as much as possible, making sure your chin never touches your chest, if that makes sense. So, we're just holding this for a second here. Okay, now let's come back down. Very gently come back down, okay? Gently come down. Okay. Now we're going to come into either a corpse pose or a bound angle, or crisscrossing your legs together. Okay, and we're just going to take a breath and breathe out your mouth. So breathe in, and then let everything go. Just let it go when you breathe out. Okay. And let's just take this time to center ourselves, call all of our energy back to us, call all of our power back to us. All right. Whatever you're going through right now, just know that it is temporary and that everything is going to be okay and you are safe, and allow the energy to just marinate and circulate among ourselves, all right? Okay, guys, I really hope this helped in relaxing you and relieving your stress. Let me know what you think in the comments if you've made it this far. I hope you have a good day, night, whatever. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.